Here we are, back for the final match tonight in the GSL Code S. Right now, we do have Rain through. Next is going to be Rogue versus Zest. Hurricane falls out with not so much as a whimper. The guy just got crushed all over the place, even when he had advantages in tech and whatnot. But here we go, Rogue versus Zest. These two haven't played yet today. Rain kind of stomped Rogue, which I found a little bit surprising. And the thing is, I didn't feel like Rogue really played that well against Hurricane, even though he 2-0'd him. So I'm really feeling Zest for this match, Tasteless.
I'm really feeling Zest as well. Zest is just on this other level. I think Rogue looked really good today, but again, Zest is just so godlike.
Yeah,
I truly can't imagine a Zerg of Rogue's caliber trumping Zest.
He is a chiseled god, Tasteless.
Not only is that, he's a chiseled god with really good micro, macro, and understanding of Protoss versus Zerg.
Isn't that what a god is? Foxtrot Lab's going to be our first map. We did see some Zergling rushing here yesterday. What will Rogue open up with? And I actually am more interested, because Rogue, he could go either way, right? Like a Zergling rush or not. But what will Zest open up with to try to be safe enough here?
That is the question, and we're already into this game. Down here in the bottom left, the only Zerg in today's group, he is
GNL Green Wings Rogue.
And in the upper right, we have our Protoss player barely losing to Rain.
KT roster Zest.
Yeah, that was a super close and awesome match. Just beastly Protoss right there, Tasteless. I feel so happy and lucky to be a Protoss player because, first off, most happy players are Protoss players. But also, to have Zest and Rain to look up to and to watch and study and whatnot is like fantastic because, you know, I don't know. It is. It's fantastic. They are just great players to try to emulate.
Well, if I'm Rogue going into this, I'm wondering how exactly I'd be planning on playing. I mean, are you just going to scout him, get a read, and try to respond, or do you have some overarching theme you're going to try to follow here?
You know, Zest is not unbeatable in the matchup. He's super amazingly strong in it, but
I would say Rain almost feels more beautiful. Nice.
He wants the hatch first, and his opponent's base.
He needs to get this hatch down here.
Zest is 2 on top of this probe micro. Damn. Not able to do it. Wow. I would have liked to see him do that.
That's unfortunate because that means Rogue really did have a weird way to play this game.
Yeah.
Hoping to throw Zest off, and Zest already stops it. Just cut that out. You play a normal game against me.
Will he steal gas? Could be a possibility here. Doesn't look like it's going to be, though. He's just going to go double hatch before pool. Yeah, and this is something Rogue has really liked to do today. It's interesting to know, by the way, that he's very prepared to go for a hatchery in his opponent's natural. I think those Zergs are very dangerous when they're just completely ready to do that.
Well, it looks like he isn't gonna steal that gas after all. So we have 2 gases now being taken for Zest. Everything going as planned so far. Zest stopping that aggressive expansion steal with the hatch. And now he's getting the spawning pool, and he's just going to drone up for a little bit. We're going to have the core made shortly after the gateway gets done, and then we're going to see exactly what the tech route is going to be.
Yeah, I wonder how quickly he's going to grab a gas here. He might get really greedy and just skip it altogether for a while and really get that drone count up, really get that macro going.
Well, he still has his drone here in the main, so he's got a while to check and see if there's any rushing in the tech.
Yeah.
There's basically no way he can get rid of that drone unless, well, I mean, unless, like, you know, Rogue miscontrols and goes through the minerals and the probe skillet or something. There's just no way to get rid of that. For the time being.
Well, you know, I think if you got like an Oracle, you could probably chase it down, right?
What? Thank you, Artos.
Yeah.
Until he gets anything out there, that drone's going to be able to spot. And here's the thing, Tosis, if he, let's say, did get an Oracle on him, went all the way that far to try to get rid of the scouting drone, well, then the drone would know that there's an Oracle coming, and Zerg would be in good shape.
Well, then you could probably just turn into a Spore Crawler and kill the Oracle, but you know, this isn't StarCraft 1, and he's not playing against probes, so he doesn't need to tech up to air to kill it. Can probably kill it with a lesser unit. Anyways, we do have a Stalker and Mothership core about to pop out. No sort of wall up or anything, and he doesn't need it either. He was scouting for a long time. He knows speed is nowhere
What do you
near
think
started.
about the pylon down there in the bottom right? Is he going to hide a Stargate there?
Yes.
Yeah, he is. That's exactly what he does.
Now, I wonder what he does with Stargate. Does he fly in immediately to one Oracle, or will he perhaps do the very risky strategy of pooling Oracles?
You know what? I would like to see him pull the Oracles because I think that would totally throw off Rogue.
I don't think he will. I think that this is just here because he knows an Overlord will probably get in and see any tech he tries to make it home, and I don't think he needs to pool Oracles. I think pooling Oracles is something you do against someone that you think might be a little bit better than you.
Okay.
Someone that you're not confident against, because if you have like 2 Oracles and you go, or God forbid 4 Oracles and you go, like you just kill them if they're not completely ready for it. But with 1 Oracle that they don't know about, you, as a great player like Zest, you gain enough of an edge that I think that's enough.
Okay, well, he wasn't able to spot anything, and there's that first Oracle being made. It is rallied over there towards the bottom left.
And he's putting some pressure on at the same time, as you can see. And this type of pressure makes it less likely that we're going to see spores. It's keeping the Zerg occupied. It's pointing towards the fact that, oh, maybe he's going to do some sort of forward warp gate rush very quickly or something like that. And it also pulls more queens to the third, which means the odds of 2 queens being in the natural are extremely low right now, which means, I mean, this can get a lot of kills.
Okay, that Oracle's coming in now. Only 1 queen over here to defend. And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Really
5,
good on this Oracle. Look at this.
6, 7.
Yeah. Against 1 queen,
8.
I mean, you're going to get 8 pretty easily.
Oh my God.
The only thing stopping him is, well, I guess the second queen there, but his energy was just about out anyways. And that was a lot of kills, Stasis. 8 drone kills. Rogue cannot be liking that.
Yeah, Zest already in really great shape here. We see Lings coming up here, but already Zest is in a defensive position. Absolutely no way that Rogue can get in there and do any damage at all.
Well, we have +1 on the way. Twilight coming up as well, and it does look like he's going to be going into +2 Blink. The best follow-up, really 2 Oracles, or at least what people have been doing. Even adding these gates right now, playing it pretty safe.
Well, the worker count now is 45 drones to 50 probes, so you could actually see Protoss already in an economic lead right now. He is teching up to the Hydra Den, and he's going to be getting some upgrades here, but I think that Zest's follow-up attack here is probably going to be too strong.
I think he's going to take the 3rd base first, though. Get his macro going a little bit more. So this might allow Rogue to actually be the attacker. There is a lot of surface area on this base. And we'll see how many sentries he actually goes for, because right now he has 6, which, I mean, 6 is a good number of sentries, but if you come in with a huge arc of Hydras, you got to be careful about how you use those force fields.
10 more drones coming up now. The attack upgrade for Protoss is just now finishing, and Blink is coming up here. More gates.
That's right, he's got to really keep his production up.
Really scary timing attack here from Zest.
As Blink finishes, he's going to have a really nice army, and we do have Hydras on the way. I think these are going to be more defensive, though. I really don't foresee him going for an attack. If he was going to, I feel like we'd be seeing Roach speed right now, but instead, he is pushing that creep forward a little bit. Has a good drone count as well.
Notice Protoss is floating right at 50 probes.
Yeah.
Everything that he's making is out of the gateways.
That's right. He's got to save that money. Little Zergling attack coming down. Will he turn around? No. Zergling's kind of looping back around, seeing if they can maybe catch a probe, a pylon, something like that.
This angle is going to be really good for Protoss. That's going to be a really tough pylon to get.
That's right. 2 force fields protect that from Lings completely.
Notice he's using the Sentry here as an observer.
Oracle.
Or, no, I'm sorry, Oracle as an observer. I'm like, notice he's using the Sentry as a Zealot. You're like, what are you talking about?
Well, that can happen, but yeah, this is a very good play here.
More warp-ins here. These Zealots are going to easily deny those Zerglings from shutting the pylon down. Another warp-in of Stalkers. This is a really scary army, guys.
16 Stalkers against 18 Hydras, man. And they have Blink at this point. He has a lot of Sentry backup as well. This is a really scary attack.
Nice time warp there. Trapping in some of those Hydras, backing up the Mothership core. Lings coming in here from behind, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Ooh, those Lings actually doing a really good job getting on top of the Sentries and
more
Stalkers.
Force fields up there.
Well, he still has a lot of Stalkers here, blinking forward now, pushing these back. loses the mothership core, and the drones have to come out.
Again, he still has plenty of force fields at his disposal here. Now using that Oracle to attack here, isolating some of these drones.
Well,
more Lings are coming out.
Yeah, it cleans up every single sentry, but, you know, this is a lot of drones that are actually having to fall down. He's down to 56 drones right now, a lot of Zealots being warped in. He's going to skip sentries altogether at this point, just using these Zealots to actually tank and fight against those drones well, while blinking back with these Stalkers. This might be too much damage already.
Yeah, I think this is the tipping point here, and we're going to have to see GG here from Rogue as he loses. Game number 1 here in our final best of 3. Zest making that look easy. I love the hidden Oracle coming in there. He got, I think it was 8 drone kills, correct?
Yes, he got 8 drone kills.
8 drone kills. And from there, I mean, he just sets up for a 3-base timing. Really nice.
Yeah.
Good force fields, good blinks, nice time warps, and good warp-ins.
Fantastic play. You know, Rogue, not that Rogue played poorly, like he got his economy up very well. The hidden Oracle was a really good move, especially with that pressure. It threw him off, and by drawing that extra cleanup, he knew that he could go right into that natural so quickly and kill off drones, and it just kind of snowballed after that, Tasis. Really great control from Zest as well. Just this guy is such a full package.
He's so scary.
Yeah. Scarier than the Boogeyman.
He's much scarier than the Boogeyman. He's scarier than clowns.
When, you know how children are like, they're like, oh my god, the Boogeyman's under my bed?
Yeah. In fact, they should be checking
Pro
for
gamers.
Zest under the bed.
Yeah, that's for StarCraft Pro gamers. And you know what the scariest thing is? For one player on the top bunk of the KT house, they're right, Zest is under their bed.
Oh my god. That is traumatizing stuff, Artosis.
It's like, will someone check under my bed, see if Zest's there? Someone's like, oh my god, Zest is under your bed!
Oh, there he is! He's just laying there.
They try to run out of the door of the bedroom, but a force field goes up.
Zest's hand comes out and grabs the ankle.
They try to fight Zest where they look at his arms. Obviously, +3 Psy blades.
The map that Rogue's picked is Nimbus. Let's see how he fares against Zest, already being down 1 game. This is our final.